Hello and good evening, free enterprise fans. I am Scala. I am your last minute commentator coming in here for tonight's Monday night community race. We are continuing with our theme of throwback flag sets. We've sort of been doing a bit of a look back on the last 5 years of free enterprise, showcasing a variety of our different spring events. And so, of course, makes sense that we've come around to the Laliho League, which we had back in 2021. So I'm really excited for this. This is a flex that I really enjoyed. Really happy to be joined here by Vitasia. How are you doing?
Doing fantastic, Scala, and despite all the pregame chaos, I'm also really excited. Laliho League is a little bit special to me because I remember, you and I have been part of this community for a long time. I don't want to age us, but we've been around. This was the first tournament that I think, even after all of those, I finally got top 16. So Laliho League is always going to be special in my heart.
Aw. I really liked it. I enjoyed sort of like some of like the planning for this. I liked the theming of it a lot. I love a uh, a flag set with a good theme. So we got ourselves Porum and Kane to start. And we got a
Kane
rat tail.
is Kane is absolutely fantastic for Laliho League start because of the starting kit that you got. You already got him a dwarf axe that can back row glitch him. So any equipment that you find from here, Kane is already back row glitched and he has a strength ring, and you can mow through a lot of the early game just with that, with the Kane.
Yeah, this is definitely a really nice, strong start. Just to catch folks up, we did have three sort of set objectives for Laliho League. We have complete Cave Magnus, forge the Legend Sword, and trade the Pink Tail. And then we would have sort of two bonus objectives. Now, we're only required to have to do 4 of these 5. So it does lead to some extra leeway in terms of what we are going to be looking to do for this seed.
Yep, and you see both Enjadave and Rybon and Asuka actually all doing what was popular. It grew into the meta. I know last time we were talking in for the previous tournament, people were just starting to figure out maybe Castle Evelyn is worth checking early. By Laliho League, yes, it became the meta choice to go ahead and do that very early in the run. So you mentioned this has been kind of a look back at the how the tournaments have gone over the past 5 years, and it's fun watching people go back through and re-optimize the routing as we're doing the old flag sets.
Yeah, it's good to see the community has really come like a really far, like in terms of growth, like just like on like a community level over the years, which has been really great to watch. Everyone sort of work things out, and to be fair, like we are sort of playing this on the current version of the randomizer. As FE has gone on, we've gone through several different versions, and so while we do try to replicate as much of the feel of the original flag set, we can't quite do it like down to a very granular level exactly as those flags would have been, because we've had, for example, like economy changes and balance changes that have happened that aren't necessarily reflected in the modern version. But we try to get as close as we can.
We can get close, and it's never going to be perfect. We don't have a time machine. We can't quite go back, but we can relive the glory days. Meanwhile, Y2 Sky is going to be the first one checking anything other than Castle Evelyn right now. I did see an Earth Hammer earlier from one of the checks that he did in the Watery Pass, but also picking up a Sid, which, hey, Earth Hammer Sid early game as well. I'll take it.
Yeah. Especially here on Mylon Z. Which is one of the things you don't expect, like the Earth Hammer would be good, but it actually is good. Like, isn't it technically like a fire weapon?
Yeah, it does fire damage for some strange reason, which, just nod and smile, guys and folks. It's free enterprise. There's going to be some weird coding things here and there.
Well, it's because they didn't really have like an earth element the way we kind of would think about it. So they're like, fire's close enough, right? Fire's like earth. Now all we need is just some wind, and we're all good.
Look, you go underground, there's a bunch of lava there. It's gotta be fire, all right?
Why Christopher Walken? Why did you go in that direction? Or was I misreading the reference?
I mean, just kind of generic Jersey plumber I was going, but hey, we'll go with Christopher Walken there.
Oh, Frith and Chad having a good point. They sort of reused fire on the Earth hammer because no one else really had like a fire element at the time that you were having sit in your party, which I guess kind of works. Sure, we can go with that.
I mean, other than the fact that Sid has his Earth hammer, and almost immediately after he leaves the party, we get the fire sword and the flame spear.
Yes. All those good, really hot weapons, as if we're playing Soul Blazer. But why just go ahead.
No, I mean, I think you and I were kind of keying in on the same thing. Y2 Sky is a little bit of ahead in a straight line race. He's certainly picked up decent gear. I mean, Blizzard Spear Cane, certainly serviceable. And with all the other gear that we found, you know, I don't know if Castle Ebland has really given our other three runners much of an edge for this race over Y2 Sky, who's now just getting more checks in.
Yeah, I definitely did see, I'm pretty sure I saw, like, I'm pretty sure I saw Masamune out of Eblon, which looked to be, like, the best thing that I saw. I don't know, Chad, if you had any other eyes on there where you might have seen something else that was interesting. Oh, also, yes! Yes, using the Earth Hammer Quakes.
Yeah, I'll absolutely take Earthhammer Quake. You don't get to do it too often. And a Baron Key reward for that. That's super fun. I certainly I don't know if I want to see that or not, honestly. The nice thing you mentioned, we saw a Masamune. We do.
Oh, just saying our tracker Fire Blizzard believes it might have been a Murasame. But also saw an Artie Bow and a ribbon come out of there. So those I missed. But those look to be like the three sort of big finds that we had out of Eblon.
Okay, no, absolutely. And either of the Hanzo steals we find, we know there's an edge. It's an objective. So there's going to be an edge, and we hope to find him sooner rather than later. But having that Hanzo steal sitting there is like, well, I mean, I know I'm going to see him, so might as well hang on to it.
Ooh, doing a little cheeky waterfall check there, since we do have to find the guards while we're out and about. So we'll know we don't have to deal with D-Lunars later. But now everyone else is sort of kind of catching up. Not fading Antlion, which is probably for the best. Oh, we got a tiara there, though, in Damson. That's really nice for our Porum.
Absolutely. Although we already have a wizard hat, because we started with all the wizard gear, like, only if we're worried about survivability. And I think at this point in time, most people are pretty comfortable. We could use it, though. It's possible.
It's possible. I just like tiaras.
I mean, who doesn't?
They're so cute.
Best accessory ever.
Yeah.
So the real question here, and of course we're getting into the meta routing of it all, do we fade Fabul or not?
I don't think we fade Fabul. Yeah, Rybon with me. We're not fading Fabul. We're still sort of like feeling out what our key items are, and we still don't know what our route underground is going to be. So I would just go ahead and take Fabul like now and just get it over and done with while I'm up here in the neighborhood anyway.
You say that, but I really like what Y2 Sky is doing over here. You know, has some decent equipment, has not done Eblin at all, but says, you know, I have the levels. Let's go ahead and do the Baron sweep and do Baron Inn while possibly also clearing out Baron Castle as well after that key that we ended up pulling out of Antlion, make a nice efficient check out of that.
I mean, that's the thing is like this is sort of like when we talk a lot about like FE, oftentimes, you could have like multiple good plays in front of you. And YG Sky really does luck out here with Water Hag right in the Baron Inn. So that really helps to sort of give a little extra gravy to this check. So we get a nice quick one out of the way. Though, it's one of those things where this is like such like a low HP spot. It kind of feels like a little like insulting to have to deal with Water Hag, and now we know we won't have him like elsewhere where he might be, we might want to see him more like on the moon.
I mean, that would be nice, but free enterprise giveth and free enterprise taketh
This
away.
This is true. Ooh, but Miss Dragon, now this is interesting.
Bonus round!
But this is where you'd want to see a bonus round, in this sort of like hidden place where people might be disincentivized. But Fabul though definitely does pay out. We get the darkness crystal out of this, so that helps open up the seed.
I mean
for later. Probably not now.
How gutsy are you feeling? Are you like, yeah, let's go ahead and immediately do that? I mean, the thing about Laliho League, remember with Laliho League, Vanilla Giant is turned on. So if we do decide to do a D Machine grind, which is a very popular grind, especially when you have an early Darkness Crystal, and if we happen to find a Tella, but we have a Sid, so there's other grinds that we can do up on the Giant as well. The issue comes in, you now are committed to clearing it. And that was designed specifically for this flag set, as I recall, because we wanted to nerf D Machine at some point. Didn't really slow anyone down, really, but
the FE community is forever enterprising in their own way, that's for sure. But YG Sky though definitely got a big payout from doing Baron Inn. Got the magma key, so we know that this is a very wide open seed. Which is, it's always like fun. Do you like the more linear seeds, or do you like the open seeds?
Here's the thing. To me, the linear seeds will always reward what I would consider the more technical runners, the people whose menuing is on point, and for whatever reason, they always have their agility anchoring set up exactly the way they do, and they know all the fights and can get through them very quickly. Like, the linear seeds, I think, always benefit technical play. When things are wide open and you just kind of got to guess and try to route things as efficiently as you can, that's when chaos happens, and that's what I really enjoy watching as a community member. But those are the ones I like playing too, because that's the only way I'm gonna beat someone like Possum or any of these runners that are on the stream right now.
Got you. Okay, you're Team Chaos. Understood. Got you. I also definitely I like a bit of chaos. I like to see all the possibilities of a seed. So I think that's going to be pretty interesting. But we'll see. Rybon though, not afraid of the moon. Maybe just going up there to do the character check and the bunny shop check. But we'll have to see if there is more. Oh, NG Dave right alongside. If there's more on his plate than just that.
I like the bold play, at least checking shops and characters. Y2 Sky, following the good routing, doing the Baron key, even though he has the Magma key, says, hey, I'm right here. Let's go ahead and do it.
Yeah, he's got a Palom to now add on to his team. I'm totally okay with this play. Nothing too exciting, though, in the bunny shop. But let's see who's on the moon. Oh, we talked about Edge earlier. So we got ourselves a moon ninja.
I think that makes sense when you know there's an Edge out there, prioritizing the character checks until you get him.
Yeah, and it's one of our objectives, so he gets his first objective on the board. So we kind of already knew that Edge was going to be out there. So yeah, taking like Edge at like under 15 minutes into a seed, yeah, that's That's easy peasy. Oh, Asuka also going up to raise the whale. I like this. I like these bold plays, Cotton.
Uh, You mentioned, I just saw Dave. It does look like there were hourglasses in that
Oh,
lunar
okay.
cave, so that will be a big thing. And it looks like Dave did stop and buy some of those. Rybon, meanwhile, is going to be taking this hairdryer chest, which is just
Ooh.
fantastic early experience as well.
Will we see? Oh no, he doesn't have Palom yet. Because I was like, I had like like a moment of reaction grind. Also, it was a Murasame that we had out of Evelyn. So now we got that sorted. We sorted out the swords. Yeah, Escron and like joining me, being like reaction grind, reaction grind, reaction grind. It's like my favorite like weird moon grind.
Ninja Dave also showing us something interesting.
Yes.
It's Calbrenna is in cave value at the Bahamut spot. So that's 3-ish. I mean, with hourglasses also available on the moon, that's not a
Yeah.
difficult boss to do.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see that. Also, I love this little piggy Palom bluffing over on Y2 Sky's side. That's adorable. This is good. We got a little bit of like everything happening kind of all at once.
Yeah, it's chaos incarnate, and I love it. This is what I live for.
But we're through this to the second half of the Dark Elf fight, so there we go. We're all good now. Well,
Oh,
Dave is going to go ahead and take on Mount Ordeals. That's an interesting play.
yeah, I mean, we're doing some boss hunts, so I can certainly understand wanting to do it
Oh,
right
yeah.
now because we're still needing the guards. But at the same time, I mean, there's no other real reason to do it. We don't have a Cecil, we don't have a Tella.
Right.
This would be one of those seeds that it's realistic to fade ordeals.
Yeah, which that definitely has been one of the things where we talk about like the evolving meta, how Ordeals has sort of like fallen like in and out of favor depending upon like the flag sets. Where once you have flag sets that will really prioritize boss fights, then Ordeals comes back into vogue. But otherwise, it's definitely one of the more fadeable spots overall. Like when you don't have like a compelling reason like a Cecil or Tella in your party.
Absolutely. But if it ends up being up here, then it could be something that, again, other runners easily fade, and that's the nice thing.
Gasp! The king was the king the entire time! I love that particular transition.
Fantastic. Rybon gets a boatload of experience, and looks like Asuka is going to be setting up and doing the exact same hairdryer. So love that play. I mean, that was like 6 levels even for the edge there. So doing very, very well in terms of getting all the levels set up.
Yeah, which that will help like propel you through like the rest of the game. Ooh, Dave not even bothering like resetting. Oh, hey, we talked about Magic Sisters earlier. Hi, ladies. Oh, they're like annoying in the back attack spot because they get their delta attack off so fast.
Yeah, they're super fast.
Ooh.
And it's a really hard hitting spot. Oh, but my goodness, Y2 Sky hit the jackpot.
We got ourselves a Fu and Baron. So that opens up some interesting possibilities. Definitely does also make Ordeals a bit more attractive to power Fu up a bit. I have to see what our statues are for today. Antlion and Sheila. Okay, got you. But now we're going to go down, see what is in the trash can today. Hey, it's a crystal sword! We don't really need that, but we can sell it.
I mean, really, the reward for completing Baron was really the Fu, right?
Yes. Oh, this is interesting. Why are we going into? Oh yes, Mist
Yeah.
Dragon. Oh hey, another Mazamune. Hey, there's a Mazamune. Just chilling in the
It's
grass. It's fun.
casual.
Just cash. Oh, Luca Key. That's interesting. And oh, hook on ordeals. So we can go turn in that rat tail. We're going to need that hook. So, I mean, we don't technically absolutely need the hook. We can absolutely finish this without turning in the pigtail. But it's nice to have the option for sure.
Yeah, especially when you know it's just right there. Also, we have the rat tail anyway, so
Yeah.
I got to imagine, like, okay, that's going to be another turn in that could lead to. I mean, imagine if that rat tail ends up leading to the harp, which is another objective anyway. So.
Yes, or it could be the favorite, the rat tail and the pink tail. Where the collector's just like, oh, you gave me this, you gave me a rat tail. Here, have a pink tail. Oh, I'm going to take that pink tail.
That always reminds me of like when you're 12 years old and you're like the first time you're ever playing Magic the Gathering, and then you trade a card to a friend. And you're like, oh no, wait, no, I didn't want that. I need it back.
I did not have that experience.
No,
I had
no one else.
I had different nerdy experiences, but not that particular one.
Pokemon Fiery Blizzard. Okay, that's okay. Yeah, trade Pokemon. Oh no, wait, I want to bet. Yeah, as long as you traded something away, and then you're like, oh wait, I messed up. What was I thinking?
I did play some Pokemon, only to the extent that I horribly beat my younger brother at Pokemon trading card game, and then he did not ever want to play with me ever again. That was sort of my experience. But anyway, we're going underground. Oh, is Asuka thinking about that doll? Thinking about the dolls?
You got the hourglasses. You're sitting at mid 20 levels. It's doable.
I'm curious to see what she's gonna do with this. Nope. Gonna put it on the back burner for right now.
Alright, so Sky's now in the underground, and looks like we're gonna have some shop checks underground. Now, I'm trying to remember, I think there were technically sirens that were available, but they were, like, they just didn't always appear.
I believe so. But we'll have to sort of see. We have not seen sirens yet in a shop. Oh, drop door whip. Cost accountant. Nice. Oh, whistle. Yay. I'm one of the few people who really likes whistles. I just like the whistle song. Whistle song's great.
It's good money to sell too.
It is also good money, yes. But whistle song. If you've never played the whistle song, chat, you should play the whistle song at least once. It's very cute.
It's not when you're racing. I'd recommend against that.
Yeah, don't do it when you're racing, but you can do whatever you want when you're playing casually. I am curious if Y2 Sky is going to check out that Luca key. He's the only one with it so far. And, you know, we don't have the warp glitch on. So it might be worth, like, just like a quick check. So we'll have to see, or if he's going to go over to Dwarf. Nope, going to go to Fey March.
Also worth keeping in mind that, you know, Sky is also the only one who doesn't have the Darkness Crystal and has not gained a whole bunch of levels through that hairdryer chest like Asuka and Rybog both have. So a little bit under-leveled compared to some of the other runners.
This is fair.
Right now.
Yeah, so I'm not, like, surprised by these checks. Oh, nope, decided not to take the Warriors chest. Yeah, we're probably just down here to check the freebie and to scout the bosses.
Of course, S Grunt in chat saying, yeah, that early warrior trap chest in Feymarch means you can loot the rest of it scot-free, and it's fantastic.
Yes. Always nice when that happens. Oh, wait, oh no, we are going to take it. I'm pretty sure that's the one. Oh, I like this. Getting okay. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get through it.
Oh, we got the quake off at least, but is it enough?
Yeah, nice, nicely done. That's
Had
a
the
nice.
agility anchoring set up perfectly to RA1 Fusoya. This is why this is the only tournament I could win. And a Vanilla Avenger.
I don't know. I think Avenger is in Self Cave Vanilla, isn't it? Or is there also one here in Fey March?
It's Avenger and Defender, and I always get it mixed up between Fey March Cave and Self Cave.
It's better. It's a good sword. We're really happy. That's the important thing. We have a sword that Kane can use. Good going, Kane. Okay, people are like, so yeah, so Fey March is Defender, Avenger is in Self Cave. Thank you, chat, for keeping us honest on this game from 1991.
Yeah, it's not like I haven't had 30 years to memorize it.
Oh, just an apple though in the freebie chest.
So the real reward is the Avenger we found along the way.
Basically. But now we have to see if there's anything really of if the bosses are going to pay out, or if this is just sort of like a quick stop and we're off somewhere else very, very quickly. Nope, that's a double sparkle.
Hurts, double sparkle, because it feels like you gotta at least check it, and that plague is kind of free right now.
And while Y2 Sky's sort of showing us what's down in the Fey March, we kind of have a bunch of people sort of crossing over what we've seen already, but people are making really, really good progress so far, which has been really great. Oh, Rybon's gonna go ahead and get his Demus turn in. Will he check the grass for the sword? Probably. Come on, Rybon! Embrace the loot. Yeah! Nice!
I mean, and that's why you do it, because it's in the T Wildish. Yeah, just go with it.
Let's go with it. So yeah, so basically we got 2 sparkles we do not want to deal with right now down in the Fey March. Looks like Y2 Sky is going to go ahead and do set up Sheila 1.
I'm a little bit surprised Y2 Sky didn't go for that plague fight. It's not necessarily fun, but because the only attack he does is the counting down, and all of your party is already weakened because of all the poison steps that you have to walk on, knocking someone over and then picking them back up to keep resetting that counter is really easy when plague is in the Fey March. So Y2 Sky may have passed over it, but I think at least one of these other runners are going to take a first shot at him.
Also, we got some dwarf wine spotted on Rybon's side as he's checking out Dwarf Castle. So that's interesting. Yeah, but Fiery Blizzard Tracker has a point. We can just wait till food knows nuke. It's fine. We'll get there. Oh, Dave gave us a little look over at Evelyn Cave. We haven't really kind of checked out this side of the world just yet. Oh, why just Sky also faded Fabul? That's right, because he doesn't have the Darkness Crystal. So he was on Team Fade Fabul this entire time.
Yeah, trying to make it a one-shot route, but no pan was available, so might as well get this done. I do like this. Dave is also checking. I mean, he can check this shop, but there's also a character check down here, and he's, I think, holding on to a crystal sword, maybe.
I think so. I think I've seen the crystal sword sort of hanging out in a couple inventories. So we'll see. if Cecil decides to make an appearance, or if he is Sir not appearing in this seed.
I mean, it is distinct 10, so there's a possibility of Cecil not appearing at all. Womp womp. Double shot of vanilla right there.
Oh, and just a Moonveil from Sheila. Oh, we got a Tella down on Rybon's side. Oh, is he going to take it? Oh, places for him. Oh, this is true. We do have. It could technically be elements.
It could be elements as well. Yeah.
That's.
It just looks like it.
So NG Dave dropping Kane for Edge. Of course, he doesn't know about the sneaky Avenger that's hidden. So. But
No, and that's interesting. Yeah, didn't he already pick up Edge on the moon?
Yes, I believe so. Is it? Wait, are we allowed to have? So the double check. Are we allowed to have?
Oh, dupes were turned off for brackets, but you can have. I thought you could have dupes in regular in Swiss round.
Yeah, I don't see no dupes on the flag set. So. Yeah, we got 2 edges. So, yeah. Yeah, but there is C-buy. So. That's okay. That's, those are the types of decisions that you make. You could definitely, make your arguments one way or the other. That's not like a problem. Oh, Asuka going to go check the Odin spot. Interesting. I like this. This is a good heads-up play.
Yeah, it's something we have not seen before. And again, it's also always something when you're in a boss hunt, face check what you can.
Oh, yeah.
Knowledge is worth it. And just a casual Zeus gauntlet on your way down as a reward, which is nice.
Oh, just a crystal ring there from that rat tail. So we finally got that answer. So nothing of great substance.
It does look like Rybon is doing a keyless tower check, which is kind of a gutsy check at back in the day, but at this point in time we haven't seen a tower.
Oh wait, no. Well, Rybon has the tower key.
Oh wait, where did?
Just got it from Dwarf.
Okay, well.
It's okay. There's so much happening. There's many things. Chad had to keep me honest too, so don't feel bad.
Well, that makes it a logical progression. If you if you get the tower key from Dwarf Castle, it makes sense to just go there.
Oh, is this Elements or is this Rubicante? It's Elements! So we know it is indeed double vanilla down the hook route. Let's look at the classic color glove. Do you have a favorite glove color? I know that's like one of those things that people really liked.
Yeah, I dig it. I mean, I love when D-Mist is there anyway, because it's just a really interesting meta switch around from the vanilla game. But then the translucent, like, white glove ghost. Yeah.
Ooh, so we got Karate up here at the top of tower. Yeah, I don't blame Rybon taking this on right here and now. Yep, just gonna drink some wine. Just go to town. Just have fun.
Yeah, this spot doesn't hit particularly hard, so it's not going to be too bad. Meanwhile, Asuka accidentally fire 3 on the ruby part on quarter leg.
But that happens though with how those face. Oh, oof. Oh. That's just how that fight can go, though. That's, you know, a tricky one to deal with. But I'm sure she'll take a second, regroup, and then sort of figure out where she wants to go from here. Let's see. Is YG Sky looks like. Oh no! I thought he was also gonna go take tower. Are we going to the moon, YG Sky? I think that's where we're going. Makes sense. Kind of up here anyway, might as well do that check. Alright. Pass! Ooh, I like that.
It's nice.
Nice.
My concern, it's my concern, like, if I see the pass and I'm only one thing away, like I'm one key item away from go mode, I think I like it better. But
Yeah.
the way we have it set up, we still need a twin harp. We still need both the forge pieces. We still don't have a pigtail, and we're starting to run out of spots for the guards. So unfortunately, what it's looking like is there's going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to have to go to the moon for.
Moon's vaunted. We'll find out. Oh, this at least is a nice spot for Valvalis. You know, she's not too much of a issue down here. She just kind of, you know, she just twirls up here and just like, Val, just stop. No, I don't want any.
She's just extra. She's just let me get my tornado, and then I'll die.
I don't know. If I could turn into a tornado, I'd probably be turned into a tornado most of the time. It looks very cozy. Like, just like, it looks like being wrapped up in like a blanket burrito, but with hair made of wind. I'm sure that analogy makes sense to someone. Maybe it made sense to me at the beginning of that sentence, but not at the end.
The fact that sentence could be said and rationally understood is a testament to the Final Fantasy.
You ever just want to live in a blanket burrito of your own wind hair? Sure. Then if that's the case, why don't you play Final Fantasy IV, where that's an actual thing that you can describe that happens in this game? Anyway, let's find out what we're getting from the Super Cannon. Asuka, ooh, look at that! Asuka very rewarded for that elements fight. Unfortunately, that means that I missed what we got from the Super Cannon.
So did I, because I was responding to Chad. But yeah, that's a great, and Asuka should feel really great about that, because she took that at kind of an underlevel and tackled it. It looks like I don't see anything else lit up.
Okay, right. Okay, it was the Legend Sword. Everyone was very much like, oh, Twin Harp, and then yes, so Legend Sword. We did it. We figured it out. Good job, everyone.
Fantastic. So 2 key items that we got that are actually valuable. So this is great news for everyone. So Asuka now absolutely immediately turning that in. Because what's the first rule of free enterprise? Do your objectives.
And the first rule of Asuka is harp check. Well, the first rule of Asuka is always take Edward. Second rule is always check the harp.
I stopped trying to keep track of Asuka's rules.
This is fine. But anyway, we get music. That's always exciting. Oh, why is this guy doing the Calcabrina fight though? Oh no, there's like more stuff happening all at once.
Yeah, fantastic. This is what these open seas have. We have, you know, Darkness Crystal and Magma Key in the first 10 minutes. We're all over the place. We can't keep up.
Yes. Oh, let's see what we get from Luca though. Pink Tail! We like that. That's good to see that kind of paying off. Now, let's see. Hook was Oh, Hook was from Ordeals, wasn't it?
It's from Ordeals, which, oh no.
Oh no, Rybon, no, it's the worst gauntlet. Like, I know a lot of people really dislike the gauntlet, like the different moon gauntlets. I feel that Sealed Cave Gauntlet is like the worst. Because not only do you have
many vamp ladies.
yeah,
Oh my
not only
God.
do you have to put up with like all of these like fights, you also get like run for the entire time, which is the worst track on the entire soundtrack. Sorry, Uematsu. You can't win them all, buddy.
Meanwhile, Sky does pull a pan from that dolls fight up on the moon, so that's some value. So we can finally do the Sheila 2 check as well.
Oh, by the way, down NG Dave making some smart choices, making use of his double edges to sneak a bunch of sirens. I always liked this play. This play is fun. I did this when I played on PSP because they actually, you know, let you have the Japanese sneak tables. And that's how I got an admin armor on my PSP copy of this game. Wait, we got harp. We get to chill. We get to just listen to the music for a little bit.
Yeah.
Yay! Go DJ Spoony B. Give us something beautiful and meaningful to listen to, and then watch it be a meme song.
So that was low-key kind of a rude
Right, so
fight.
that was indeed the Dark World version of the Death Mountain theme from Legend of Zelda. I know one of your favorites.
It is. I really do like that one. Just a defense sword. That was kind of a rude fight because that spot has such high magic defense.
Oh, yeah.
That you couldn't sweep through anything.
We got, yeah, it's an objective though. So Asuka gets objective number 1 on the board.
So remember how like 5 minutes ago,
Yes.
I was saying I don't necessarily want the pass because we have so much stuff yet to do.
Yes.
And now we're just like, okay, we have the guards or the admin.
Yeah, basically that's what we're down to.
So now that we're only one more left set to go, I'm fine with the pass now because we don't have to kill anything else.
No, we do. Well, it depends, kind of, on how our routes work out. But we have both YG Sky and NG Dave in the tower. Rybon, I believe, did he get the pan real quick from while we were watching the harp while we were chilling? Oh no, he did, or no, he must not have.
Because the pan is from the cave value up on the moon.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. He's just sitting up Sheila 1. Okay. Thank you, chat. I was pretty sure Rybon did not have the pan, but I was double checking.
But yeah, speaking of cave value, Asuka's making that play.
Yeah. So she'll be happy there. And then we'll kind of see where folks kind of go from here. Yeah,
it's interesting because all of our runners do have access to that lizard key. It's not a fun spot to check, but now that we know that it's an objective, it's like, how long are we going to put this off?
A little while longer for Rybon. But that's okay.
I mean, he's got to do it. Yeah, he's got to do it.
It's going to get him pointed in like a good direction. Asuka just chewing through these dolls, doing a great job of it.
Oh, and the last second transform.
Oh, that's the worst.
Feels bad.
I mean, she'll get through this. That's like, it's more just like annoying than anything else. I have like this sort of phrase of like saying that's like just enough to be annoying. You know, it's not like super bad, but like it's just bad enough that it annoys me. That's what this feels like. It's just enough to be annoying. But she'll get this. That's not a problem.
Okay, so here's a question, and this is a question for everyone in chat as well. So I want to see answers in chat. Engagement. This is how it works. Which is the, because you mentioned the that annoying, like it's not bad, but it's an annoying moment. Which is worse, getting Big Calbrena doll or having to go through the full mom bomb fight with the explosion?
Big Calbrena doll, because I kind of like expect that I'm probably going to have to go through the full mom bomb fight, just because of the like, especially like depending on where you find it. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to have to deal with this. So I'm not like super annoyed when it comes up. But when Big Doll comes up, it's like, oh no, I could have avoided all this, but I didn't, and now I'm mad at it. So I find Big Doll to be much more annoying.
I think that's fair. Yeah, because I'm right there with you.
Everyone agrees Big Doll is worse. No one likes that doll. That doll is creepy. That doll haunted everyone's nightmares. Did you ever have like nightmares about like the bosses, like when you were like a kid playing this?
Yes, and the dolls were absolutely up there, 100%. In fact, yeah, I think the dolls were the worst one from this particular game.
I'm trying to think if dolls were what I thought was like the scariest. I definitely do remember being creeped out by the dolls when I was like a kid playing this.
And put Final Fantasy 14 and see how creepy, they are in 3D, and you're like, oh my gosh.
I mean, I do remember when I first kind of found out about OC remix, like way back. You know, I will totally, you know, age myself. But what I remember for very first finding out about OC remix, I remember one of the very first songs I downloaded off there was a Calcabrina theme. I was like, why is this so creepy? It's so much creepier than it was. And I don't know. I've kind of come around on it though. I've kind of embraced the Calcabrina creepy song. I kind of find it fun. So, but that's just where I'm at now. Anyway, Asuka's going to take us down into the moon, which we have not seen yet. Because we're still...
This could end up being a pretty big play, yeah.
Yeah, because we're still looking for the guards. They're still playing hide and seek with us.
So Enjadave is also the first one to take on this plague fight, I think.
Yes.
So this could be something else here. And I think he's set up, he's got Zerks going around.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's already done. Is it going to be a cheeky package check? Ooh.
You know, we only have 4 or 5 objectives. If the guards are hiding behind package, I'm good losing that race.
We shall have to see. Asuka doing the bottom up check. Yeah, do you like top down? Do you like bottom up? This is always a good question.
If I only have one thing left to do, I'll do top down. If I have multiple things that I need to get done, I'll do bottom up.
Yeah, that's basically kind of how I feel too. I definitely have a slight preference towards bottom up, just because of the density.
Yeah, I mean between 3 boss checks and 4 key items, just in that single vicinity. If you're only checking for 1 boss, then I think it makes sense to, you know, check 1 on the way and then go all the way down. Like, for whatever reason, Crystal Sword Altar is always going to be my last check, no matter what.
I know there definitely are some people who like Crystal Altar first, which I definitely like that as a bit of a counterplay, I have to say. It's not for me, but I respect the people who like that. Also, Dave going right back for Ogopogo, while Asuka's got Octomam at the Ogopogo spot. All right, so how does Octomam swim in Crystal?
Hashtag magic, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, this. But we did have a comment about like the scariest boss. I completely forgot Evil Wall. Oh, Evil Wall messed me up as a kid.
Evil Wall was bad. I think the trapdoors were underrated as well. Like the trapdoors scared me.
But yeah. Thank you, chat, for making me relive my childhood trauma. Evil Wall. To be fair, I played this game after watching my mom play it. So I watched her play it first. So I kind of already knew like all like the different bits and pieces before I tried it out myself. But still, I remember playing this with like, you know, like I sort of joked that like Final Fantasy was like my bedtime story, because that like if you were good, you know, then my mom would play, you know, we'd play Final Fantasy IV. I watched my mom play, or sometimes my aunt play. And it was cool, like, you know, to sort of earn your, you know, cool, we get to watch a little bit more of the RPG. Also, Raibon with the rocks. I love swag rocks. That's how you handle dolls.
It goes back to the old saying that I always like to say, you know, if you don't have childhood trauma from it, is it really a Final Fantasy game?
That's a good question. See, now I'm trying to think of anything that was like as scary in... Ooh, adamant though. Sorry. I got completely
from that Ogo.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's interesting.
that's someplace that no one's gonna want to check. And NG Dave is my Tori and Tango partner, and he loves making the plays where everyone else would say, "No, I don't want to do that, boss. If it's there, I'm fine losing." And he's like, "That's exactly why I want to go do it," and he showed it right there.
Yep. Yeah, because it's only required 4, so... Yeah, so he's got... Yeah, so he just needs... No, he does still need Pinktail and Harp. We know that you don't need the moon. We are... Well, I guess you technically kind of need the moon depending upon... Yeah, everything actually was on Earth, because you had your duplicate edge. So it looks like Dave is just going to get on the egg grind here. It's now a very expensive grind here in the real world, but but for free enterprise, it's nice and cozy.
And that was Dave's 10th key item, so he's making short work there.
Meanwhile, Asuka on the moon finds herself a free boss. So...
Free in quotation marks, because those imps are punchy.
I like it when the free bosses get punchy on the moon, I have to say. I'm a big fan of Moon Hag. I'm a fan of watching the Dark Imps throw hands. I think it's good. I appreciate them demanding some respect.
Are we young enough to be allowed to say the phrase "throw hands"? I just need to clarify that.
Think so. I had a friend who was asking all the who is Gen Z, who was asking all the millennials he knows to rank Gen Z like catchphrases, depending upon how much we like to them. I can't remember if throw hands was on there. I'm pretty sure it was. I'm okay with it. Oh.
Okay, that's fine. Like, I was just like, okay, I don't know. Are we allowed to say that?
I think so. We're hip. We're with it. Oh, wait, is that the guard you're looking for? I don't think so. We're looking for Baron guards.
Nope. Yeah, we're looking for the other guards.
Wrong ones! I mean, this is at least slightly easier, because you can just confuse these guys.
All of the free bosses are up on the moon, and none of them we need.
Though it does make me wonder, where the heck are the guards we're looking for? If they end up being behind package, I'm going to... Or Zot 1.
Quickly running out of spots, yeah.
Alright, well, Raibon's doing Nomura spot here. No, it's Bahamut. Waiju Sky finally going up ordeal is going to get that hook and get that point in the correct direction. Ah, there we go. We got some Toad action. Love it. I love those strats.
And not from the middle slot either, where normally you need that kind of extra boost to accuracy to take out or land anything like Frog. So, I mean, that's always nice to see.
Oh, yeah. But will it be worth it? That's the main question that we're kind of dealing with here. You kind of know that, you don't really need to be doing this, but will this point Asuka in a good direction is the main thing.
Alright, NG Dave has finished his grind and is now doing Luca Cave. We know that's the pink tail, so that's another objective that he's going to be able to do. So he's going to be, I mean, just either doing Baron Underground or Baron False Throne from Go Mode.
So we get the Earth Crystal. Now that is indeed something that can point us in a a boss-like direction. So I'm curious to see if Asuka's going to dip or if she's going to continue hunting the moon before she goes to check in on the party rock. Nope, sticking to her guns. I totally respect this play.
Yeah, coming back for it. Got some levels from the last one. Says, hey, I can totally do this now. Rybon looks like also heading deeper into the lunar subterranean. I think the only place we haven't seen now is going to be that crystal sword altar.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, we're running out of spots. We have, let me see, Zot 1 and 2. We have Giant 1 and 2.
Ooh.
Which would be horrible with Vanilla Giant on.
Yes.
I'm here for it. And then I guess the only other one is Hook 1, because we know Hook 2.
Right.
We haven't seen Hook 1 yet.
Right. And you did get packaged in that list, correct?
Okay, another package. So there's 6 places. Okay.
Ooh. Fiery Blizzard pointing out that we have not seen Golbez yet, so he is still lurking out there. No, I don't want to fight Golbez on the Giant. That sounds like a bad time. No.
It's always easiest to lob, you know, where you want Golbez to be when we're on this side of the controller and not in the actual runner's shoes.
This is true. I mean, I'm never in the runner's shoes, so it's fine. Yeah, we got ourselves like a bit of crisscrossing happening right now. But I do want to give a super huge shout out, first of all, to all of the runners, not just the ones you see up here on the screen, but also to everyone who is running off stream. We kind of alluded to this at the very beginning. We had a bunch of technical difficulties with this race, so I appreciate everyone's patience and understanding always for the amount of work that it takes to organize these community events. But also I want to definitely give a big shout out to everyone here in the booth with me, especially to Escrunt. Escrunt and I basically had to swap chairs at the last moment, so that's why you get to hear my voice for once, but I'm very happy to have a wonderful crew around me with Blizzard, Vitasia. You are all fantastic, and I can't thank you enough for making the best out of this situation.
Well, it's all right. I thought I was going to commentate with one of my favorite people in Escrunt, and instead I get to commentate with one of my other favorite people in this battle. So it's a win-win for me either way.
Oh, well, it is always a joy to get to spend time in the booth with you. Just this is definitely a different seat that I'm used to, so hopefully I'm doing all right under not only like these circumstances, but also like still recovering from dental work last week. So I'm doing my best. We're getting there. But
here comes your favorite play from Rybon.
Yes.
Here directly.
Ooh,
He's winding up for a swag medio on these officers.
Swag rocks, swag rocks, swag rocks. Like, you have rocks! Oh, this is the other type of swag rocks.
Oh, it's the other.
It's okay, he got it,
right
so it
next to
doesn't
each
matter. It doesn't matter, I'm fine with this too. This also works. This also was pretty swag. So I wonder if Y2 Sky is going to go all the way down the hook route looking for these guards, because he's now in Eplin Cave. Or is he going to... Oh, there's Golbez. We found him. That was up on Crystal Sword Altar?
Crystal Sword Altar is Golbez.
Oh, that's fine. He's kind of a loser up here. This is kind of where we want, where like as a runner you want to see him. Oh, why you Sky? Are you going to go do that Odin check?
I mean, that would be the dream because we
Yes.
know what's there. We know that's that harp, and he's doing it, so we know
Oh,
that'll be one
nice.
more.
Oh yeah, this is a good question though, from our tracker. Will Y2 Sky go all the way back to Feymarch after this, or will he like sort of start hunting around on the moon? Because we know Feymarch is where you need to go.
We know that.
Yes.
And here's the problem. Dave is the only one who's done either of those
Right.
bosses. And, when you look at it statistically, you should do the moon first. If you're looking at
Yeah.
moon or Feymarch, and that's the only two things going out. Statistically, it should be on the moon.
Right.
But, I mean,
but randomizer.
rando gonna rando, though.
All right, let's see what do we get. It's just an Excel. It's fine. You can sell her. You can chuck it. You get to chuck it. But White Sky having no problems with that elements fight. Raibon unfortunately getting the Artemis disappointment. This is interesting. We kind of have like this interesting moment of like parity in terms of objective completion between our forerunners on stream. So
Yeah, everyone has completed 2. They've all completed Objective 5, but other than that, they're pretty well spread around.
yeah. But Wachi's Sky on his way to 3 right now. You know that he's going to beeline it up there. And there's NG Dave getting his number 3.
So realistically, the question between, because Y2 Sky is going to have 3 soon, and Dave now has 3. What happens first? Y2 Sky going back underground for that Ogopogo,
No.
or Dave going to Baron?
I think he was going to do Zot 1. Okay, but he's okay. So he's going to go check. Come on, Dave. You have the Baron key. You can go to Baron. You can do it, buddy.
Dave is also one of those runners who, if you have faded a spot for long enough, you say, well, if he's faded Baron, and he just hasn't done it.
Well, he's well, he's liberated Baron, but he didn't go down to the Odin throne. I'm like, go to the Odin throne. That's why I'm just yelling at everyone. Just go to the Odin throne.
I mean, I guess they could check all the other spots.
I guess.
Hey, let's do. I'm fine with someone checking Giant and forgetting that it's it's Vanilla Giant.
I mean, I hope you read the flags, and I try to make sure that I make it pretty easy to find them in the Discord or on the race spreadsheet. Also, hey, we gotta have another break. Yes, go Dave, go. But first, more Death Mountain.
All right, so through that rendition of music, and Rybon is giving us something new in the Zot checks.
Right. But YG Sky is at 3 objectives. We know Dave's just about to get his 4th. And Dave's got the pass. So he's like going straight into to go mode.
And it's the ideal
Yeah,
setup
yeah.
too. You're already
Yeah.
like right there.
Yeah. So, but so we found Antlion up in Zot, taking a vacation from the moon. So now we get to now we did see. I'm trying to remember, like, no, you see dwarf at. Okay, yeah. So we do have one preview, but it's not our Zot 2 preview. I always have to remember how the previews work.
I mean, that made Earth Crystal extra valuable when it was the pure boss hunt in
This is
ZZ5. Just because, hey, you got 2 bosses, plus you get to pick one.
This is true. Oh, hey, it's Edward. We're not taking Edward.
All right, so there's 3 characters that we haven't seen yet: Cecil, Rosa, and Rydia. And I think that's it. And only one of them is left, and they have to be on Giant. So,
No, we ain't seen
Package
them.
has one.
Oh, this is true. Package does have one. All right, is Rybon rewarded? This is the actual question before we go to another quick music break. No, not here. Oh, these guards. They're really good at hide and seek. They're so good at it. But we got one quick little break, and then I think we'll have some questions to ask chat. And see, Asuka, you know, swapping out her anchors and everything. But anyway, NG Dave though has successfully gotten 4 of the objectives that he needs, and so got the crystal, able to now make his way to the final boss. Rybon though grabbing the twin harp, so we're gonna have some interesting times in just a little bit.
Absolutely. It's going to come down to a pretty close finish, although NG Dave, I think, has a bit of a lead right at the moment. And, ooh, I see some Z's in chat.
Yes, we got ourselves some fun. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, but like Rybon though is still getting pointed in some good directions. But yes, we have. Oh, Dave, you good? You need to save? Good job! Yay, saving! I support this decision. I always support saving. But yeah, so we have our Z flags out in chat because we are going to be fighting the big bad Zeromus. As you all know, we cannot move Zeromus. Zeromus too big, too bad. Likes to stay up in space inside his special changing room where he has all of his fancy outfits. So we're going to find out what form Zeromus is going to take this evening. We're at nearly 600 sprites because I keep adding them and people keep asking me to add them. Eventually someday I'll have to stop, but not yet. Not yet.
No, don't ever
No.
stop. Don't ever stop.
I will not stop believing. So we get to ask, whose butt are we going to kick tonight? And then, of course, we have all of our ancillary questions. Is the butt cute? Does the butt have a hat? Is the hat cute? How is butt? Why is butt? Is butt scary? Can butt help you with your taxes? Hey, just remember, it's now officially tax season again. Can butt get you a discount on your car insurance? The questions have become more and more adult to better reflect the age bracket of this community.
I mean, I would like to know who the butt is choosing in the Super Bowl, but you know, that's a niche question that I don't know if many people in the community would have overlap with that. Oh,
it's Mew. It's a very cute butt. Also, happy birthday to Mewtwo! Did you know that today is Mewtwo's birthday? Twitter told me.
Fiery Blizzard is right. We did talk about Pokemon earlier, so this makes sense. Also, I read, I don't know where I saw it, but it was like on some TikTok somewhere that apparently in the original Japanese, when Mew was introduced in the movie, he's kind of a jerk. Like, he looks all cute, but he's really just kind of not someone you would want to chill with.
That feels like a lot of, like, psychic Pokemon, though. I like Mew. He's cute. They just want to have fun. It's cute and pink, and they got a nice little tail. I had a lot of fun picking out which Mew sprite to use when I included this. I think this is GBA or DS. I can't remember. It's one of those things where I did this one like a long time ago, so I don't remember like all of them. Oh, see, you got a lot of oh, Professor Render thingy. I'm pretty sure that it's Diamond Platinum that I took it from. There's a lot of sprites. There's many sprites. Sometimes I remember the parlance. Sometimes I don't. But anyway, Rybon also getting this harp checked on, so we're gonna see who's gonna be kind of coming up like next up on objective completion. I'm pretty sure Rybon's probably gonna end up heading down that way, but I do have a interesting bit of news though from the race room. We actually do our first place finisher is actually off stream. So I will give a big old shout out to Scythe Marshall, who came in first place with a time of 1:19:04. Excellent, excellent job.
Awesome job, Scythe Marshall. I'm curious if Scythe made a cheeky dive and found the guard somewhere, or if he also ended up checking, doing that Ogopogo check. Ogopogo, I think, was the key to this particular run.
Yeah, really
and
was.
we see
Yeah.
Asuka heading down there now.
As is Rybon, so some people are going to get rewarded real quick. But Dave taking this Z fight, nice and easy. I don't think he's going to have any problems with it. He's got some ninjas. They're bad enough dudes to take down this Pokemon.
Ninjas are swinging hard, and a couple of white mages to make sure Zerks are always up. Rybon's on the fight that he needs right now.
Yeah.
Ogopogo.
Did Asuka... Oh, GG! Hey, we're good! Dave came in at second place for a time of 1:20:52. We'll see if Dave wants to join us up here in the booth for an interview. Very, very well played. And that is Dave here with us right now. Dave, excellent job this evening.
Thank you. GG's to everyone's race, and GG's to Scythe Marshall getting me by a minute here.
Yeah, I was watching that race room. I had my eyes on it because I was just like, "Ooh, this is getting spicy." But you put in an absolutely excellent showing. We loved that early Feymarch check that you did. That really helped kind of propel you in this.
Yeah, that was. I saw two sparkles there, had two edges, so Plague was gonna be free. Because double full moon, you saw that they're doing like 3,000 a shot, and with two blink casters, the Ogopogo's not a huge threat. But I figured while I'm there, may as well clear the whole place out, and oh, did it pay off?
It really did for you.
Did you have a good idea after you got that Ogopogo and it led to, the what was it? It was the Adamant Rock there.
It was the Adamant.
Yeah, you're like, oh, this might be big because of how few people probably would take that Ogopogo normally.
Fair, and yeah, anytime you hit an objective like that, it's always big. Agreed. There's a lot of people who just look at that march and go, ew, this is stinky, and leave. Then, Skull, I think we did have some words about your gauntlet placements.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that one. I was just like, I looked at that and I was like, I hurt myself.
And it's objective, so you have to take it.
I know. I apologize. I don't normally apologize for my terrible trash seeds, but I will apologize for that. Spoilers, I was the one who rolled this seed before we had to do all the shuffling.
Nah, it's fine. With the two edges, it wasn't that bad clearing everything out, because nothing in there likes fire.
This is true. I mean, a lot of things don't like fire.
Yeah, see, this was, like I said, this was a nice little throwback, because my first event in for Enterprise was Laliho League.
Good. I always like knowing kind of what event like people came in on, because it sort of sets the tone for your free Enterprise experience.
So after how that tournament went, this was nice, just taking a little vengeance on the flag set.
Always good to also get some vengeance as well. So I'll ask, because we've been doing a whole bunch of throwback stuff. What was it about Laliho that made you want to join in on FE, or was it just that you had been interested and then Laliho was like the first like event coming
Yeah,
up?
it's pretty much that. I'd heard about Free Enterprise, I think from GDQ.
Oh yeah, yep. We've been on there both at AGGQ 2019, and we also have been on Hotfix a few times.
Mhm. Yeah, I'd heard about it a few times, and then kind of fell in mind, and people were talking about it during, I think it was the Random Number Generation show.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this looks fun. I'll get in, and I think I joined the community. I think I joined the Discord like as Laliho League prep was going on.
Oh yep, it all sounds correct.
So it wasn't so much the flag set drew me in, it was just the timing.
The timing, yeah, which also happens. But I've been really, happy over the years, like to see the community grow, to see people come in, discover it, find their love of FE, and I know, Dave, that you've been like a super huge supporter ever since, and really, I like, thanking everyone who's put in like so much time and effort and love into this community, because it doesn't exist without like everyone sort of pitching in, as we definitely saw it this evening for sure. But also, it's been nice sort of looking back at all of this over the last few weeks as we've been celebrating 5 years of FE.
Yeah, obviously I haven't been around for the full party, but the time I've been here has been fun.
Well, that's good. That's what I love to hear. Do you have any other like thoughts on the seed? Are we going to see you back for some of the other races of this over the next 2 weeks?
I hope I'll be back there. There's this seed, honestly, joking about the going aside, it was a good seed. I honestly thought after deals you had rolled us a nice hook route.
No, it was wide open, which is fun for me. Invitation up here in the booth, trying to follow everything.
I'm certain you were all glad to see a crystal sword get sold.
Yes.
I think I hawked that for booze money.
I mean that
wouldn't be the first time that happened in a long time.
I mean swords can be exchanged for goods and services.
And with the 2 edges, if Cecil wasn't exactly a dwarf caster, that crystal sword's getting sold.
Exactly.
No, good seed overall. Thank you for rolling it, Scala.
I'm glad people had fun with it.
And you invitation doing the comms on this. Grunt stepping in for restreaming because Twitch was being Twitch.
Yeah, we still don't know what the heck happened with all that. I'm going to be looking into that afterwards, but for right now, we just got to get a show going, because that's what the good people deserve.
And a thank you to fellow 99%ers Club member Fiery Blizzard for pushing the buttons. Unfortunately, the Fusoya followed us here.
But thank you, Dave, for taking time to talk with us and for volunteering. Again, we can't put on these shows without everyone. And yeah, I look forward to either seeing you racing or seeing you in the booth the next time.
Hey, look forward to it.
All right, well, you have yourself a fantastic evening.
You too. Night.
Night. So we have Rybon currently in his Z fight. Probably will also not be long. Poor little Mew can't quite stand up to power of this magnitude.
Nope. A little bit different party, using Kane with the Defender Sword, zerked up, with another edge, of course, with so much Hanzo steel that we had lying around, just casually. But it does look like Asuka's on the right path, because...
Yeah, Legend Sword
here.
is in here. Yeah. Oh no, wait. Oh no, she doesn't have Tower Key though, because she. Oh, Asuka talked about how she fades Dwarf, like earlier in the race room. Oh no, Asuka! You need that. You need that Tower Key. Oh no. I'm sure she'll figure it out pretty quickly. But unfortunately, this is something where Keyless Tower is just not the play, and that's just how it goes sometimes. But
that's the fun thing about free enterprise. Some people do have these plays that they just always make, and sometimes they work out fantastic. There are times not so much.
But Rybon, though, with this seed, has come in 3rd place overall with a time of 1:29.11. I'm sure he'll be joining us in just a second to sort of do a little interview as well. And there he is. Rybon, GG!
Hey, Scott, thank you.
Interview as well. And there he is.
What did you think
Rybon,
of that
GG!
seed?
What are you most upset with me about for rolling it?
The moon is haunted.
The moon was very haunted, yes.
So extremely haunted. I have no idea where the Baron guards are. Do you know if anyone found them?
Not that we saw. So
Yeah,
we don't
the only
know.
places we haven't seen are on the Giant, at the package check, and the
I don't think we.
one.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, we didn't see Hook 1. So we only got like a few spots where the guards could be hiding, but it didn't come up on stream at all. Basically, you and Dave did the exact same set of objectives.
Yeah,
Which
the moment I
kinda-
came back from that... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, which is kind of looking to be like what everyone's set of objectives is going to be.
Yeah. I doubt anyone's going to check a package or go up to the Giant in this particular flag set. I mean, with food available so early, there's really no reason to.
I mean, Asuka might do the cheeky package check. I would not put that past her. But we're kind of seeing how things are playing out right now.
Yeah, no, the moment I went up to that moon and came back and Zod had nothing, I'm like, well, somebody stayed on Earth. Somebody did Fey March and Odin Throne, and somebody's going to win. And lo and behold, Dave and Scythe Marshal Most, bravo to them. GG, they absolutely crushed it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. When we saw that Ogopogo payoff for Dave, we're like, okay, yeah, that was like the play of this seed, really.
Yeah, when I walked down into the Fey March the first time and saw the 2 sparkles, I'm like, nope. I will left location those, please. And well, sometimes it pays off and sometimes it doesn't. I had low HP and low mana at that point on Fu. I might have been able to take it, but I'm like, I don't really want to. It's not worth the time. There's a bunch of checks on the moon. Let's go do that. I'll get a grind out of it too. And grind I did.
Oh yeah, and that's a perfectly fine. Like we were sort of talking about how this is like such a wide open seed that you can definitely make good cases for like so many places. And as I kind of called out, Asuka is going to go do that cheeky package check. Also, we got pigs burning down mist. Oh no.
Oh no. Asuka, find out the cards, please.
That would be great. I hope this pays out. I want to see this pay out like really badly. But Wachi Sky now making his way down to Fey March, so he's going to get sort of on the same path as the other folks, as you and Dave did. So, but I would love to see an alternate way out this seed for sure.
Yeah, definitely. And it looks like Yang is over there behind the package, so I think that's our 10 characters. No Cecil to wield that crystal sword that popped up pretty early.
That's okay. You could sell it for goods and services. We already established this.
This is true. What are they, like 6.7 sirens? I'm not sure if they were for sale anywhere, but
we did not see sirens. Definitely did. Dave definitely used it for his wine party fund for sure. So I sort of like asked Dave some of this because we've sort of been doing these throwbacks as like a bit of a celebration of like 5 years of FE. So which event did you come around at, or did you come like in between events?
I came in on the tail end of this event of
Okay.
Laliho League. So I began watching during the bracket stages, and I jumped into the ladder immediately after. My first seed ever I played was the Laliho brackets against someone named Coffee and Chocobos, and I got smoked by like 45 minutes. It was great.
I mean, CNC is known for doing that, to be fair.
But yeah, it was a great time to come in. I was completely confused as to what's going on, but I'm like, why does Rydia have like 2,000 HP, and why is Sid in the party at the same time as her? I don't get it, but I came around pretty quickly, and it was a great tournament to watch.
Yeah, it's definitely something where I find like the first time people see FE, they kind of are. Everyone's kind of like overwhelmed at first. I mean, self included, and I've been here since like almost the very beginning. But it is something where once you sort of get in on it, like you're like, okay, this is actually like really neat. It has a lot of really interesting things happening with it. And if you're someone who either grew up with FF4 or just is like a fan of it, like in general, even if it was like later on, it's something where we work really hard to take this really interesting game and to make it like continually fresh. And which is, that's sort of like the goal of any good randomizer, I feel. And I'm glad that so many people over the years have come to love FE for that, and yourself very much included in that.
Of course, and I'm sure very many more will come in the coming years, especially when 5.0 drops and with the upcoming tournaments. Whenever that announcement's going to be made, we'll see a lot of people come.
Sometime. Soon TM. That's all I could ever say. But yeah, do you have any final thoughts on this seed? And are we going to see you around for any more of these throwback races over the next 2 weeks?
Well, the throwback races are great. I really like visiting, what I missed with Football Gauntlet and World Series of Free Enterprise. This is probably the last spring tournament that I didn't play in. I did play in Adamant Cup, which if my pattern recognition is working, may be coming out in sometime in March. We'll find out. But
we'll see.
I don't know, but yeah, it's a great series of races, very much like the tournament flag set. I know that the admin team put a lot of work into developing a very balanced and very good tournament flag set. So yeah, these are like some of the best flag sets to play, and I like to put myself up against the community and see how it goes. So I'll still be around.
Awesome. Well, you did fantastic tonight. Thank you so much for volunteering. I'm sorry, Batiste. I'm like over here just like hogging the mic because I never get to be on it. Do you have any other questions?
Look, first rule of being a good co-commentator is when someone's on fire, you let them keep rolling and just take a step back. So, no, I mean, Rybon, you did fantastic, and Scala said pretty much everything I was going to ask and say. So, GG's to you again, and fantastic race, sir.
Great. Thanks very much. All four of you, Scala, Vitasia, Fiery Blizzard, and S-Grunt, y'all have a good night. Thank you very much for putting on the show, and I'll be stepping out. Also, it doesn't look like guards with behind package, so boo on that.
No. It was Wyvern.
Blast. Okay.
Oh, well.
Y'all have a good night.
Thank you. You too. All right, so Y2 Sky going to do the forge. So really, like, the guards ended up being our sort of big mystery in all of this.
Yeah, I'm curious if if any of our finishers in the community, Dave, if you're out there still, just like go around and check. Like, we only got 3 spots left. It's either.
Where are they? All right, to our wonderful off-screen. Oh, they're at Elements. Oh, ick, ew.
That's.
We'll see if we end up seeing that.
Yeah.
While we've been talking, though, we did have some off-screen finishers. J-Brun TR came in 4th with the time of 1:30:53. Microcorgs in 5th with 1:31:42. And Possum Morpheus with 1:31:46. Just about a tie. Not quite a tie, but almost there. I can say that because we're not in tournament season.
That dreaded T word that no one ever wants to hear during tournament season, except for the community.
To hear it, but me. See? Because here's the thing, because you all don't have to go and do all the work to retime things. And to do the verifications. It's more like, I find, don't get me wrong, I've definitely found them definitely interesting, for sure. Like, in like an abstract sense. But it's more like, tournaments are already so much work. And then it's like, congratulations, you have been rewarded with more work.
But you know what? It's work that makes people smile. And that is work worthwhile.
I suppose. Well, I'm glad that people enjoy the events that we put on. They are always a big old labor of love that take way more people and way more time and energy than y'all would ever think. So, but you know, we have a really good community who likes coming out for them. I know we have a player base that really likes the tournaments and likes our sort of special events, which is good. We have I like that we have a wide range of player interests. You know, we have the folks who like this sort of what we call club season, which is what we're in right now, where we're sort of doing, you know, a bit more variety. Um, um, you know, that's always kind of nice. But no, there definitely are people who like the grind of the tournaments and who also like, you know, the sort of that competition spirit they got, which is good. There's no wrong way to play FE, really.
No, and that's the fantastic thing, you know, and FE's been around for a while. You know, we have most of the community does speed runs and are in different speed run clubs and they want to do different things. But there's a whole lot of folks who just hang out, watch the community races, load up a casual seed and play it just because they like the idea of, you know, this 30-year-old video game now, being able to play it in a new way. You don't even have to race it. It's just fun because of the different things that you can do. And then you throw in things like, you know, the old April Fool's Day flags, which are now just the wacky flags. Oh my gosh, that's a whole new way to play.
But no, I mean, and you know, shouts to all of the people who just like to lurk and like to view. I will do the hello YouTube for our YouTube audience, and actually, I mentioned this over on the Discord, and I'll let people know we actually recently hit over 1 million views on YouTube, which for a small channel like ours is actually pretty amazing. So thank you to our wonderful YouTube audience. I know a lot of you just, you know, will sort of throw up a race, you know, as you're doing stuff in the background, and I'm glad that we can be part of your just part of your day.
Look, at least 20,000 of those views are mine because I just turn it on and that's what I sleep to at night. Just everyone
Really?
else talking. No, I mean, no.
Cause see, I can't do like the whole like listen to something to sleep to. My brain like won't shut up like off enough for it. Oh, good. Asuka's going up to dwarf, so this is good. This is gonna point her in the right direction.
I mean, when the options are, you know, do vanilla giant or do dwarf. I mean, even the dwarf allergic, I think we'll do dwarf.
Yeah, so, though, so, we know she's gonna get Legend Sword from this eventually. So what's the other thing that oh, she hasn't done Ordeals. That's the other thing, she's missing the hook.
Oh, which there's been no reason to go to the
exactly.
Ordeals. We mentioned that earlier.
I mean, this, you know, which again, like, you know, it's this sort of thing where, you know, some fades really, you know, in this flag set, fading the moon was like the correct choice, like for this particular seed. Obviously, it's going to vary from seed to seed, and you can't ever like really predict that. But that's what, you know, sort of comes with the territory when you have these wide open seeds. But Y2 Sky finishing out. Looks like he will be along in just a little bit. He came in at 7th place with 142.58. So excellent time.
GG's, of course. You know, that was again. This seed was really determined by how quickly did you go do that Ogopogo, and that's how everything hinged, unfortunately.
Yeah, and looks like Asuka, I know she's like finishing out the seed probably for herself, but she's going to be forfeiting out, which is totally fine. You know, that is absolutely any runner's prerogative, and we support people making good choices for themselves. That's the most important thing. But for right now, Y2 Sky, thank you for joining us, and GG's on that seed. How mad are you at me for it? Oh. You are lighting up, but I don't quite hear you, my friend. Okay. We're going to have Y2 Sky work on getting his audio sorted. Trust me, with everything else that happened tonight, this is like the least the least large of a
Okay with
fire.
it. Yeah.
Okay. You guys hear me now?
Yes, now we hear
Okay.
you.
Good. All right. I think I had my Discord and comms.
It's fine. But,
So Scala, not really mad at you for that one at all.
Okay, yay!
That was my own. That 17 out of 17 was my own doing. I kind of figured once the first couple dot done started rolling in, I'm kind of in the middle of my full moon clear. I'm like, okay, I'm smack in the middle of this moon. Either they went this moon early because it's half free and something's here, or there's a cheeky giant. And then it's like, well, if it's a cheeky giant, I'm already dead. So let's chase the Earth Crystal. So that was kind of my own decisions. The seed itself wasn't that bad. It was a good jump back into tournament level flag sets after the off season of main only.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to kind of have that. Like we were sort of talking about like how you can definitely see like evolutions of meta and like how the different flag sets sort of shift around your priorities and everything. To be fair, we did find out that guards were on the giant, but no one was going to do that. No one wanted that.
Yeah, I didn't really want to do that. Unfortunately, it's also how I got eliminated from the head of the league. So,
oh no!
Yeah. I think the Rosa was on the giant, and Portrek made a brilliant gamble in that game.
But that's just how this game goes sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, for a 17 out of 17, having played nothing but K-main since season 2, I am pretty happy with it.
Good.
If I'm gonna play the entire game.
Yeah, no, I think you did a really great job. Now you've definitely been one of our tournament players for a decent amount of time. Do you remember which event you came in on?
My first event was ZZ3.
Okay, the one that never ended. Got you.
The one with the infamous. No, in my mind, it's ended. I have been trying to push Hook 2 back to the recesses of my brain.
Same, trust me. Everyone wants to make jokes about ZZ3 never ending, but I'm like, no, I remember when that ended. I was so happy when it was done. But yeah, and I, because this has sort of been a bit of, we're doing this sort of 5-year kind of look back at the community. What kind of brought you into FE? Since I've been having fun kind of asking everyone this question tonight, as someone who is nosy and has been here for 5 years.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna try to keep the story pretty short, but basically Final Fantasy IV, because I grew up with it too, on SNES, is one of my absolute favorite games in the childhood. Absolute favorite. And my first randomizer discovery was Link to the Past, as is most folks. And I'm like, I'm really having fun playing this Link to the Past randomizer. I wonder if there's a Final Fantasy IV randomizer. Sure enough, there's Free Enterprise. I think I just rolled feeds on my own for around 4 to 5 months before finding the Discord, maybe longer. Because it was about amount of time, because I started watching Football Gauntlet and seeing all the runners there, then discovering like, hey, they do this once a year. And they have a really cool Discord. So rest is history.
That's great. That's really fantastic. I've been always like enjoying seeing you play. I like all the different types of players that we have. I like the people who like the chill club season. I like the people who like the more competitive tournaments. As I was sort of saying earlier, like there's no wrong way to play FE. You play whatever way makes your heart sing, and that's how I think you should do most things in life.
Absolutely.
But did you have any sort of final thoughts on this seed? Are we going to see you back for some of the other Laliho League throwback races over the next 2 weeks?
Yeah, hopefully I'll get to. I think I signed up for Restream Team stuff on Friday.
Oh, nice. I mean, always happy to have you in the booth too, of course.
Yep. So, I don't know. I'm trying to jump back into that fray as well. I'm actually undecided of where I'm going to spend most of my time next tournament season, whether it's focusing and playing or pushing buttons and being on the mic. So, yeah, I'm still kind of trying to dip my feet back into both sides and kind of weigh what I really want to do this season.
That's totally fair. Absolutely a valid choice. Sort of saying that we appreciate anyone's choices. Tasha, do you have anything else to ask, or was I continuing to be on the fire?
You continue to be on the fire. I will just say it's always fun to hear other free enterprisers who came over from Link to the Past Rando as well. I'm right there with you. Although that was many years ago. So just kudos to you. I know these flag seeds, flag sets, 17 to 17 happens. It just sometimes, but GG's either way. Getting the time that you did still, it's fantastic.
Yeah, and that was largely the experience in Laliho League. I think I actually had to battle back from 1 and 2 in that Swiss to make brackets, and a lot of that was largely because with only 4 out of 5 objectives, 2 of those not being the gated quests, depending on the route you took, you could easily finish a half an hour behind your opponent, and so it was very easy to get randoed this flag set, and that was apparent against me.
Well, it happens, but I mean, the key is still turning in a respectable time, and you did that. So, great job, and thank you for putting on a show for us tonight.
Not a problem. Hopefully, I'll see all y'all back on Friday.
Oh, we hope so. So yeah, we're going to wrap it up there for this evening. We're going to just sort of, because this was a bit of a race that had some rockiness, we're just going to do a nice, quiet, chill sign-off for this evening. But we are not done with Free Enterprise for this week. Coming up on Tuesday night, we're going to have Mini Mysteries at 8 p.m. Eastern, Bacchus Drinkers Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern, the Friday Community Race also 10 p.m. Eastern, and then Baron's Heroes Journey Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So there's plenty more Free Enterprise to look forward to this week. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, thank you to all of our featured runners, to Y2 Sky, Asuka, NG Dave, and Rybon for putting on a good show for us. Thank you to everyone here in the booth, to Fiery Blizzard, clicking the buttons, for Escrunt for being absolutely amazing and taking over the restream when everything was on fire. I cannot thank you enough, and of course Vitasia for carrying me through a unexpected time in the comm seat. But it was a lot of fun to have the chance to do so, even under the circumstances.
No nonsense. You carried me tonight, Scala. It's always a blast when you're in the booth with me.
Thank you all so much. Anyway, we will sign off for now, but we will see you for more Free Enterprise later. Have yourselves a great evening, everyone.